The Raptors look to take charge, and we're bringing it to you live from Toronto here on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer Dave Aldridge. Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pistons. And guys, they were in that one to the very end. They just couldn't put it together in the last few minutes. They lost by just 2 points.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The three ball, too critical in today's NBA.
When you think about the Spurs, Greg, it's hard to believe how long Greg Popovich has been at the helm, isn't it?
And it's hard to imagine another team will have the stability at head coach that the Spurs have had. Not too many coaches last decades anymore. You got to love Iverson's tenacity, especially when he's driving.
Here's Van Exel. Behind the back and lays it in.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Over to the left wing. Iverson with the ball. Guarded by Kemp. Embiid the screen. Shot clock at 6. And he dunks it down.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Van Horn. And there's the drive. Plays it up and banks it in.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Here's Van Exel. Abdul-Jabbar trying to free himself up. Plays it up off the glass. Van Exel's got 6.
And good work there from Van Exel, finding some space inside and exploiting it.
Iverson with the bucket.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Out left to the wing. Embiid wide open. No good with the triple. And here's Abdul-Jabbar. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 2.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, Bird. Over Johnson. And it's Bird missing.
The fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Kept alive. Kicks it out to Iverson. No good on the 3.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Scooped up. Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And that one's good, Iverson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Going inside, and that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. And here's Marley outside. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Raptors with the lead. Embiid the screen. The drive by Iverson. And he banks in the layup. Iverson's got 8 points.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Toronto with the ball. Raptors moving the ball around. They set the pick. Over to the wing. 3-pointer by Embiid. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the basket by Van Exel. 8 points for him.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
To the paint. And Embiid throws it down.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Raptors lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Toronto.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Embiid's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Raptors. Now Toronto, Doris, losing in the play-in was a disappointment to say the least last year. But we know this is a young team.
Well, to your point, Kevin, if you look at the minutes distribution, in the top 8, 7 guys were under 30. But you've now had a head coaching change. There are some decisions to be made about which direction you're going in. Are you developing that young talent? Are you moving pieces to try to acquire a more veteran team?
And Greg, when things go crazy, coaches are often the first to go. But how often does that improve things?
Sometimes it goes the opposite direction, Kevin. But the simple fact is it's usually easier to change the coach than it is to turn over the roster.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Spurs celebrated their 50th season in San Antonio last year. It was a tremendous legacy for one of the 4 ABA teams to join the NBA in 1976. The Spurs hosted a game against the Warriors with more than 68,000 fans in attendance. It was the most ever for a regular season NBA game. These loyal fans continue to support their home team. Kevin?
They've been so loyal. David, thank you. Absolutely. This is a great market. The 3 from Iverson. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. To the inside. And then Kemp slams it in.
Yeah, once he gets to the rim, it's lights out. Kemp, just too much power and explosiveness.
Allen Iverson on the wing. And falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Iverson's got 11 points.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Here's Bird. Pass to Kemp. Marley with it. Down low. Here's Williams. A shot by Abdul-Jabbar. Nobody around. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Now, they like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
as skilled a player as Bird has become, a lot of his biggest plays are due to his effort. Case in point, right there. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Back to Abdul-Jabbar. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The drive by Iverson. Van Vliet wide open. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Well, I mean, listen, Fred Van Vliet, you can practically close his eyes. That's how comfortable he is out on the arc.
To the middle. Stolen by Van Vliet. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. So it's Toronto now. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Cassell gets the bucket.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the first half. Inside, Bogut. And finished off by Bogut.
That's a big-time body, right? Bogut able to power it down. Difficult to stop when he gets that kind of space inside.
That's his first personal foul. First game foul.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the half. They set the pick. To the right side. Here's Cassell. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Now Bogut. Back to Williams. 56 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Spurs trailed by 10. Right wing. There's the 3. Rebound by Serbiak. Here's Webb. Nothing on the board. To the middle. And the basket by Serbiak.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Toronto. They're on a 14-6 run. Out to the right wing. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Bogut. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 8-point game. It's good. Cassell's got 8 here in the quarter.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
What if it goes? And so it's the Toronto Raptors going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And one outstanding things the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
Pass to Ryder. Here's Cassell. There's the pick. 6 to shoot. Off target with his 3. Spurs trailed by 8. Now Marley. Abdul-Jabbar in the post. Outside for Kemp. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Pass to Van Horn. Lets the 3 fly to the left side wing. Embiid the screen. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors. Here's Kemp. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Back to Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Iverson. To the wing on the left. Here's Embiid. Embiid throws it down.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Here's Van Horn. And the basket by Embiid. Embiid's got 11 points.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory. And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Pass to Van Horn. The drive by Iverson. And the dunk by Iverson.
A volume shooter. Iverson stays aggressive on offense, whether he's hot or cold. And right now, he's on fire.
Picked him clean. Johnson inside. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Spurs trail by 17. To the inside. Out to Bird. Fades back. Count that one. He has 5.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Rollins. To the paint. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. San Antonio with the ball. Down by 15. The kick out to Abdul-Jabbar. Almost, but it rolls out.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
1:04 left here in the third quarter. Here's Cassell, and he drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Cassell's got 10 points.
Oh, agile play from Cassell down low, finding a high percentage look there.
And it's Abdul-Jabbar atop the key. Rollins grabs the board. Toronto leading by 16.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
That's good from Cassell. A different look now for San Antonio. And so Cassell nails both of them. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Webb. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And when you talk about Webb, the obstacles he's had to overcome, always being doubted because of his height. But here he is, one of the most talked about players in the NBA.
way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight. Mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 15.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Here's Williams. Driving in. It's deflected. Here's Ryder. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, great at finding open teammates. You want Cassell feeding the shooters.
On the wing, Williams. Drills it from outside. Williams has got his second bucket. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest.
San Antonio foul. Dan Marley. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Iverson outside. Pass to Embiid. Now here's Iverson. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. And the Raptors lead by 20.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Abdul-Jabbar.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Pass to Embiid. Now Iverson, defended by Abdul-Jabbar. And they double up Iverson. Here's Johnson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Abdul-Jabbar outside. Down low. Here's Kemp. And then Kemp slams it in.
And Kemp seems to relish contact on the way up. He just embraces all types of challenges.
Out to the wing. Iverson outside. Stolen by Marley. Here's Van Exel. Pass to Bird. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Toronto leading by 18. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Off the left rim and out.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Iverson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these 2-game, like, baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
Bird right side. Over Johnson. Johnson with the defensive effort. Toronto leading by 21. Pass to Van Horn. Iverson with the ball. Second chance effort. The rebound by Marley. And the Spurs with possession. Throws it up high. And Iverson throws it down.
Well, we know that Fred VanVleet can be relied upon to find the open man. This guy's so consistently good at it.
Back to Van Exel. To the middle. It's deflected. They grab their own miss. Abdul-Jabbar can't get it to go. Here's the Raptors with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Pass to Embiid. Johnson outside. Stolen by Marley.
Really poor pass there, guys. And the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Raptors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Iverson.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Van Vliet. Yes, that goes in.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 16-4 run right now. And the dunk by Iverson.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Another miss by Abdul-Jabbar. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
House up in the top down view.